On December 22nd, 2025, my 18-year-old cousin, Makayla Renee Settles, took life in her home in Raleigh, North Carolina. This was only 5 months after her biological father, Stephen Vincent Chavez, brutally violated her in his home in Moorpark, California. And I'm saying it like that so this video doesn't get taken down. But think about the worst thing a father could do to his daughter. He did that. He did that and more. He cried, and in that moment, he ended her life.
This is Allison, and you are watching For Real Media YouTube channel.
It had always been Makayla's dream to move to California. So when she turned 18 and she graduated from high school, she decided that she was going to move in with her biological father and go to Moorpark College. And it worked out perfectly because he lived down the street and he said he was going to pay for her tuition. He said he was going to teach her how to trade. And she was really excited to learn and to grow and be successful here in Cali. And we were honestly all so excited to be together because her mom and my cousin Jada, her baby sister, also came out and they were going to stay for a month while she got acclimated here. We had plans. We were going to go to Mexico. We were going to go to San Diego. We were going to explore LA together. We were all so excited to be together for a month. Not even 2 days after she moved in with this man, we received a phone call on July 21st, 2025. Makayla called my aunt crying. She said, "Mommy, can you please come pick me up?" Didn't say anything else. Of course, my aunt rushed over to her, and in the car, she told my aunt that her biological father, Stephen Vincent Chavez, got her and violated her for 4 hours that night. She couldn't even walk from the trauma and the pain that he caused her body. So my dad carried her into the hospital. And from that moment forward, we thought we did everything right. They did it. His DNA was found inside of his daughter. The police came, she gave her statement, and then we went to a safe house where investigators met us and she gave her statement again. Not only do we have evidence that he violated his own, we also have evidence that Makayla took her own because of it. In those months after, she left notes talking about how she couldn't stop thinking about what he did to her and how she was left wondering why he thought it was okay to do that. And still, with all of this, the DA is saying that we may not have a case. The DA is saying that this is a he said, she said situation because she is dead. He has more rights than her because she is dead, but she's dead because. So, how does that make any sense? Even if Makayla is no longer here to testify for herself, my family can testify. We all saw her that day. We all saw the aftermath of what he did to his. She was broken. We were in the car waiting for the investigators to get to the safe house, and she was screaming in agony. She was crying, asking us why he thought it was okay to do that to her. Her hospital gown had all over the front and in the back as well. And just to give you an idea of how disgusting this, she said that when she told him to stop, that when she told him she was, his response was, "Well, you know what that means." What kind of father says that to their daughter? On April 24th, a judge is going to sit down with the DA and with his lawyers, and they're going to decide whether or not we have a case. But the DA is saying that it's not looking good for us because Makayla is no longer alive. And I'm not going to sit by and let this man walk free when my cousin is. There's no way I'm going to let that happen. So I'm hoping that if I post about this every single day and I share Makayla's story, that this will reach an organization or somebody who can help us because they're not fighting hard enough for Makayla. So we're going to have to do it ourselves. Makayla deserved to live a long, happy life with us. We were so excited to live near each other again. We were making so many plans for the future. But once he violated, she immediately moved back to North Carolina. California was no longer her dream, it was a trigger. He her dreams and her soul. And if he did that to his daughter, he does not deserve to be free in these streets amongst women and little girls. He is a threat to society, and I will not rest until he is locked up. So please help me share Makayla's story until she gets the justice she deserves. To answer this question, the DA is saying that most of our evidence can no longer be used because it's basically his word against hers. And when it comes to the kit that was done at the hospital, they can't prove how his DNA got inside of him. Yeah. Steven Vincent Chavez is claiming that he was allegedly blacked out and doesn't remember doing those things to Makayla. How convenient that he doesn't remember, but it was the only thing that she could think about. And at the same time, he's claiming that because she never ran out of his house or screamed, he is allegedly innocent. As a victim myself, I can tell you that just because we don't run and scream, that doesn't mean that you're innocent. That doesn't mean that what you're doing is okay. That just means that we're in survival mode and we don't want to enrage you. We don't want you to be more with us. So basically, like I said, it's he said, she said. And because she's no longer here to testify, his case is stronger. On behalf of my family, we are so grateful for the support that you're showing, Makayla. It's been a very bittersweet process. We're overwhelmed with gratitude and we're so happy to finally be on the right path towards justice. But at the same time, we feel this immense sadness because she's not here to see how many people are fighting and advocating for her. But I'm going to be wearing Makayla's shirt in all of these videos to remind myself to push through because no matter how hard it is to film these, the pain that she was living with was far greater. And we're not going to stop fighting until she receives the justice she deserves. I know that she's right here with me throughout this whole process. And I know a lot of you have questions about what happened to Steven Vincent Chavez after he violated his own law. And yes, he was arrested that day and he was held on a $500,000 bail. His bail was posted a week later and he was released. Since then, he's been free, running his company, Legendary Electrical, in Moore Park, and living his life as if nothing happened, living his life freely while Makayla was suffering and in pain. And to make matters worse, he's bombarding my aunt with texts, claiming that he's the one that's hurting. He's the one that's hurting, but she's the one that. I'll let you read. I don't know what he meant when he sent this diamond. His messages are a bit hard to follow. There's no sense of remorse whatsoever. The most vile thing that he said to my aunt last night is right here, where he insinuated that Makayla is a liar. Steven Vincent Chavez, I know you're watching. How dare you? How dare you insinuate that she's a liar? And how dare you act like the victim in this situation? You are not the victim. My family is infuriated, and we're not going to rest until you're exactly where you deserve to be, rotting in jail. Hi, everyone. I have a few updates regarding my cousin Makayla's case. The court date has been moved up to April 21st. They're going to be meeting at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 14 with Judge Anthony Sabo at the Ventura County Courthouse. A lot of you have expressed that you want to be there with my family and I at the courthouse that morning. So I will be organizing that and sharing more updates the closer we get to the court date. If you are interested and able to be at the Ventura County Courthouse that morning with signs expressing your support for Makayla, it would be amazing to have the community come together and show them that we are adamant in getting this man persecuted and advocating for Makayla. Even if you can't meet us at the courthouse that day, another way that you can apply pressure now is by emailing the persecutor assigned to Makayla's case. Her name is Tessa McCarty. You can reach her at tessa.mccarty@venturacounty.gov. This activist, Jer Beargrow, was kind enough to create a template that you can easily download on her website and send over to the DA. It is easier to download on a desktop, so keep that in mind, but I'm still going to show you what to look for on her website. Once you click the link in her bio, you're going to be redirected to her website, and then you're going to look for a hot pink box that reads Makayla Renee Settles. Once you find her name, you're going to go ahead and click on that box, and then you're going to be redirected to the document that you can download. The only thing you have to change is right here where it says concerned citizen. You're going to put your name. And then you're going to send it to tessa.mccarty@venturacounty.gov. The more people that we get to do this, the better. We need to show them how strongly our community is advocating for Makayla and really apply pressure to get Steven Vincent Chavez prosecuted for what he did to her.
Before we continue, I want to say, rest in peace to this young lady, because her father failed her, and I wonder how evil people could be. You aren't in their life, yet your only thought for them was full of evil. How could you do such to your own blood? I mean, even to another person. Nobody deserves such a treatment from a father or a loved one. That man just ended a vibrant and young dream just for his selfish lust. She deserves justice and nothing but justice. That man is not meant to be moving like he did nothing. Because leaving him means leaving a dangerous weapon out there. Who knows how many innocent people he have done such to, and after all, he tries to claim victim. Honestly, I don't get it. While let a criminal go on bail when there are lots of evidence to nail him down, that young lady's death should be the more reason justice should be served. And as for the record, he doesn't deserve to be called a father because he's a disappointment. I wonder the kind of pain that young lady passed through in just a day of being with his father. I cried because things like this keeps happening to our young girls, and some of them have no one to run to. The pain and betrayal of knowing is the one person that you hold in high esteem that did such to her lead to her dismissal and is painful. She didn't deserve that, and I pray and hope the family gets justice for her and for the man to be put in jail forever. Please guys, let's support her sister in bringing her justice. What are your thoughts on this video? Share your thoughts, comments, and subscribe to my channel.